think Daniel Munoz might be the next Andy Enfield. Because after I think I was like 0 for 3, 0 for 4, he came up to me and said, "You're leaning back on your shots." And the next shot, I leaned up and it went in. And Coach Bland told me too, but I told him he can't get the credit because Daniel told me first. So he might be the next Andy Enfield.
After being down by so much in the first half, what changed? What did Andy say at halftime, and what changed in the second half?
We didn't play well first half. That's all it was. They came out and I mean they had a tough schedule coming out, probably one of the toughest in the country, if not the toughest by far. I mean, I don't think they've gotten blown out by any team. One of their stats, they're plus 20 on offensive rebounds, so they compete with the best teams. So, this is one of their first, or maybe I think their second home game, so they're excited to be back in front of the crowd. They got Tyler Lamb back. So they're excited. They feel like they kind of have a new start now going into conference. So you could definitely see how they came out there. I think that probably might have been their best half all year, and we weren't up to the challenge at first. And then we came in, talked as a team. Coach talked to us, and we just regrouped and dig down and tried to grind it out, and we just didn't finish it up.
You guys took the lead 71-70, and do you feel like maybe you were going to pull one out that you didn't deserve, but that?
No, we deserved it by working hard. I mean, that wasn't an accident. That's coming back by one. We grinded out every possession. They fought hard in the second half. They didn't back down at all, especially the first 10 minutes. And we just kept fighting, and we made some plays in the last few minutes. Like we're saying, we're a young team, so we learned from it. We stopped moving the ball. We went one-on-one and missed some shots. I missed the air ball, missed some free throws. That last possession where I dribbled the clock out, and all those I just got to keep moving the ball. And we learned from it, and we're 7-5 right now, 7-4. So
7-5.
7-5. 7-4. So it's still early in the year. We have a big game Sunday, and you learn from it. And hopefully we'll go in the conference and learn from this stuff.
Did this game maybe hurt more than others?
By far. I mean,
all the losses?
I think so. We fought for it, but I think it also showed us how much we've grown up. Our first away game was Utah State. We didn't handle it very well at all. We showed our youth. They outplayed us, outclassed us, and today we came here and it looked like it was going to be the same way, and we fought back and turned it around. So especially after our last game in Bakersfield, a lot of people were writing it off. So I think that we showed our maturity and a lot of things that we can grow from.
So what was the biggest difference you saw with Byron out of the starting lineup playing with Khalil instead for the first couple of minutes?
Just having to adjust, it's something we weren't used to. And he's a bigger body. He's more aggressive getting in the lane. I was confident with Khalil out there. Every shot he took, I thought was going in. He's a great shooter. So, they have different games. He's more of a three-point shooter where Byron's a slasher, gets fouls and stuff like that. So, I think that might have been it. Maybe it took Byron a little bit longer to get going. So.
Were you surprised Byron wasn't in the starting lineup, or when did you find that guy?
Yeah, that was kind of a little off the wall. So.
When did you find out he wasn't starting?
When we came back in and Coach Drew was starting lineup on the board.
Not until then.
John, what was the biggest difference defensively for you guys in the second half?
We just settled down. A lot of the first half we're kind of all over the place. I think we're just excited. It's the biggest crowd we've probably been in, maybe besides Utah State. We saw their energy and we kind of wanted to match it, but we didn't do it the right way. We were all over the place on defense. Tyler Lamb, we didn't really have a feel for him because this is his first game. He came out and played great, especially first half. He was making every shot. So after we just kind of came in, regrouped, took our breath, and said one possession at a time, and just get a stop at a time. And I think that was the biggest adjustment in rebounding. We rebounded a lot better second half.
Did you guys make an adjustment on Lamb in the second half, or did he just he didn't seem as aggressive in the second half?
I think, like I said before, it was kind of scattered around. He was doing a great job moving. Second half, we paid attention to him. I think we did a better job on him and Caffey. Caffey made a great play at the end, being aggressive. But I think we made a great adjustment. 22 points and a half. You go from 50 points and a half to 22. So it's a tale of two halves, tale of two teams, really. You give up 50 points and a half, that's like an embarrassment. And then, any coach would be happy to give up 22 points and a half.
And you talked a little bit about the crowd. I saw you over there. Shushing them one time, playing a little bit to them.
I kind of actually forgot the score, so then when I looked back up, I said, "Oh man, that was the wrong move." It's just about having fun out here. Enjoy the atmosphere. They have a great crowd. Their team you could tell they were having fun with it. So you could tell they were happy to be home. And I know a lot of those guys. Me and Tyler grew up together. Me and Danny Jennings went to high school together for a year. So we were having fun out there. I think even after Omar, made that last free throw to make it a 1-point game. He tapped out on the bus. So we were just having fun in the whole environment, just enjoying college basketball.
Do you think that makes you play a little bit better when the crowd is into it like that? Kind of on you a little bit too?
Maybe so. I don't know if I showed it today. I got a little sloppy after that, but that's how we practice. You know, our coaches get into us. They want us to compete, have fun, you know, not talk trash, but push each other to get better. And then I think you can kind of see how we played today, that's the kind of environment we practice in. You know, a lot of competing, having fun, though. There was more smiles the second half. And I think if you come to practice, it's the same type of environment you see.